We're gonna bring up our next comic. We're gonna keep the show moving right along. This guy is fucking hilarious. Let me just adjust the mic stand for him, all right? Just give me a minute, guys, okay? We'll just get this going so it's just like the perfect height for him. Guys, put your hands together for the very funny, the very talented Derek Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey. I just got back from New York, where I did a lot of walking around and people watching. I thought I'd come back here with a lot of great new material, but I realized it was terrible, so I won't be doing any of it here tonight. So I call my penis the D train because it's smelly and doesn't come when it's supposed to. And mostly poor people ride it. I sleep with a baseball bat next to my bed in case of intruders. But after thinking about it more, I've realized that if someone breaks in, I'll most likely be asleep. And now they've got a baseball bat. I don't know anything about politics or how laws get made or anything like that. I saw an article the other day that said Texas bill could make filming police illegal. And I was like, who the fuck is Texas Bill? Why are we even listening to this guy? I don't know about politics, but I totally get the whole Putin invading Ukraine thing. He doesn't want to be in Russia anymore. I'm sure he's thinking, worst case scenario, someone intervenes and they kill me, and I'm not in Russia. Whenever I'm feeling down, I read my positive eBay feedback. I may be broken and unhappy, but Johnny Boy 81 says that I'm a A+ super fast shipping excellent eBayer. I was driving on the highway and I saw an 18-wheeler filled with DiGiorno pizza, and on the side it said, it's not delivery, it's DiGiorno. But I think it may be both. When I pulled up the driver, I was surprised to see that it just looked like an older, more experienced pizza guy. Like someone who'd just been delivering pizza in a small town for Domino's and was like, I need to think bigger. You ever see DiGiorno guys just like pacing around a Walmart or Buy Low like, hello? Is anyone going to leave a tip? I just delivered 3,000 pizzas. My boss really likes Jimmy John's, which I think is strange because it's a sandwich. Their slogan should be, are you okay with sandwiches? Then you'll be fine with Jimmy John's. Dippin' Dots say they're the ice cream of the future, which is pretty cocky if you ask me. I don't like your shitty ice cream in the present. Sure, astronauts eat it, but out of necessity. They're in space where there's no other ice cream for thousands of miles. I've got 19 frozen yogurt places in my front yard. Why would I pay more for your bullshit bubble ice cream on Earth? My dad and I were having a conversation about space, and I told him that I thought that in the not so distant future, the average person would be able to go to space. And he said, "Derek, I don't think you and I will ever be able to go to space." And I was like, "Whoa, not that near in the future, you old bastard." If you're still alive, how am I supposed to afford this fucking space ticket? The other night, my girlfriend said she was going to make dinner, but instead, we got into a long argument about feminism. And I won't give you my side of the story because I've been informed that I'm a fucking idiot. I will tell you that as the argument got longer and uglier, I, unfortunately, got hungrier and hungrier. But it became increasingly clear that what I could not say is, "So, are you still making dinner or what?" I got my girlfriend an aquarium for Valentine's Day, but I wanted her to pick out the fish and the aquarium. So we agreed to go to a pet store on a later date and purchase them together. But then we both got busy and we didn't do it. And here we are almost in May, and I'm starting to think that I got away with giving my girlfriend the idea of having an aquarium. She got me a bunch of nice shit, and I was like, wouldn't it be cool if we had an aquarium? I saw a bumper sticker that said 13.1, which I know signifies that they ran a half marathon. I just didn't think we were making bumper stickers for partial accomplishments. I'm sure it's difficult, but you only did half. There's not even a name for what you've done. I'll put it right next to my "I almost finished college" bumper sticker. I feel like if I had a bumper sticker that implied that I was into skydiving, and then when people were like, "Oh, you've been skydiving?" I was like, "No, but I've been on a plane." That's about half of skydiving. I saw a commercial for Match.com that really discriminated against Gothic people, and that's not right. Gothic people should have a place where they can meet and fall in love without fear of judgment. But I realized that place exists. It's called community college. Someone told me that I should take care of my parents when they get elderly and helpless because they took care of me when I was a helpless baby. And while that may still be true, my parents aren't getting older because I decided to fuck without a condom. I didn't ask to be here, guys, is what I'm saying. I don't know anything about cars. Whenever I go to the mechanic, I always end up feeling really stupid. I just wish for once I could go in and make them feel as stupid as they've made me feel. And just be like, hi. There's something wrong with my, I'm not sure what you'd call it, car? I've been feeding my dog chocolate because I don't believe the scientists who say that it's bad for them. I think dogs can have some chocolate. I'm not entirely sure, but I'd be willing to bet a dog's life. Why don't they have a Make-A-Wish Foundation for just regular people? why are we wasting all of these wishes on people who will be dead soon anyway? Because when you think about it, either heaven is real and they're about to go to a place where all of their wildest fantasies will come true, or it's not, and they're about to die and forget all of that nice shit you just did. I was smoking a cigarette the other day, and this lady came up to me and said, "You know, every cigarette you smoke takes 7 minutes from your life." And I was like, well, yeah, that's pretty much how long it takes to smoke a cigarette. Everything takes the amount of time it took away from your life. That's the way time works. I saw an episode of My Strange Addictions where people were giving themselves coffee enemas. And it wasn't because they didn't like the taste, but because they said the caffeine reached their systems much faster. But do you really need the coffee? Isn't anal penetration enough to wake you up in the morning? Whatever you do, don't order it black.